Hey everybody, how you doing out there? It's your boy from Brooklyn, Chef Shannon Ambrosio. Of course, we're in the stages of refinishing the floors. Where I'm at now, I showed you all the floors have been sanded and prepped. Make sure after you're done sanding that you vacuum the floors up. You want to get all the sawdust up before you stain, and especially before you put the finish on. Do not, I repeat, do not try and finish these floors after you're done sanding. Give it a day or a couple hours for all the dust to settle. Once it settles to the floor, vacuum everything and use a tack cloth to get up all the sawdust, okay? Because you don't want to be staining or putting a finish on the floor if there's sawdust still on there. It's not good. So anyway, we're at that stage now where I'm going to start the staining process. I'll show you a little bit of how the staining process is going to work on the floors and what are the steps that I do to make sure that I get everything done properly. So if you notice down here, if you remember, this is what I used to put a sample on the floor. This was the small one. This is the weathered oak, right? So I bought 2 more quarts, but you do not, I repeat, do not use them in separate containers. So take all of your stain and put it in one container. Sometimes when they make the stains, they make it in batches. There's batch numbers on these cans, and you want to try and get them all from the same batch. But even still, just like painting and staining are almost the same, you want to make sure you get all your stain or all your paint in one container so the color stays consistent. That's the key. Consistency is the key for staining and painting. You want to make sure that all of it is mixed together in one container so you don't have any different color variations when you start applying it to the floor. This is what you're gonna need, and that's it, that's all you need. You can use a roller, short nap roller, and you can roll stain, but you have to rub the stain off after you put it on. So you'll see, I'll start over here with the stain, so it gets applied. I'm gonna apply it with a brush towards the outside, so I'm not getting messy with everything. And then I'll apply the stain with one cotton cloth. Make sure it's cotton, do not use like polyester. Cotton cloth, you apply in the same direction as the grain and the floor, and then you wipe with the other one. The stain needs to be wiped off, otherwise you get that residue that will sit at the top. And so you see, we'll start the staining process. Look at me. Make sure you have some of these rubber gloves. This stain is oil-based, and it will stay on your hands for a long time. So make sure you get some gloves. You know, safety, safety, safety. Put on the gloves. We're not performing surgery, but it's pretty darn close, right? And listen to me. You know, I say this a million times. You're gonna save a shit ton of money by doing it yourself. Stop looking for somebody else to do the work all the time. Not only will you save a shit ton of money, but you're gonna learn something. I always say that, right? Why not learn how to do something rather than have somebody else do it, right? Unless you're just lazy. Don't be lazy, all right? Don't be lazy. This is your boy right here, just trying to help you out. Just trying to get you in the mode, you know? You see all these people on TV doing this stuff, and once you get into it, it's really not that hard. So make sure, protected, boom. We're gonna give this a little, I'm gonna put the cover on. This was just an empty container I had. I'm gonna give this a little stir. That's it. That's all you need to do. And now I'm gonna start applying the stain. I'll start over here. Again, have my rags ready. One for applying, one for taking off. But I'm gonna start right over here. And remember, work in long sections. Don't trim like you paint. It's not like paint. Stain is different. So don't run all the trim and then go back and stain. You have to work in strips. So you'll see here, I'll start applying the stain. Right? And as I'm applying the stain, I'm only going to work in small sections here. And you'll see. See, look how nice. What the stain is doing too, does 2 things. One, you're going to put some color on the floor. You'll come in. Here, get a little closer. You'll see. Look how beautiful the floors are. Right? and then put the brush on the side, and then I take the other rag here and I wipe it off. Right? Because you don't want, look, you want to make sure you're wiping two, because this will help apply evenly. You see? You'll have no stain lines. You know, you want to make sure of that. So again, look how nice. Floor's all sanded, beautiful, and then we apply the color. And with stain, you got to kind of work fast. Because like I said before, stain sits too long, you'll have light and dark patches, and you don't want that. You don't want light and dark patches. You want everything to be even. So again, boom, get my rag, hold it tight, and then I just remove whatever's sitting at the top. And look how nice. Look how beautiful the floor is. And this is gonna take, this is a big, large area. This will take a few hours to do, but get a partner, one person applies, one person takes off, and that's how you'll get it done faster. And listen, your boy is teaching you how to save a shit ton of money. Don't forget, try it yourself. That's what's going down. And then I'll show you how we get all this done, you know, when we come back.